Welcome back. You're still watching Breakfast Central. Time to take you to the world of sport. A quick stop in the world of football. We go to the Europa League, of course. Granit Xhaka's volley ensured that Arsenal secured qualification to the Europa League, the knockout stages, with 2 games to spare. Of course, firing the Gunners to a 1-0 home win over PSV Eindhoven. Mikel Arteta selected a strong side as Arsenal looked to ensure their progression to Group A on Thursday. But PSV, they appear to likely make them wait after producing a resolute defensive display. Now, while Arsenal are now ensured a place in the Europa League's knockout stage, a point is in next week's return fixture will guarantee them a top spot in the bye of the competition round of 16. So great to see that Arsenal are dominating in the English Premier League and also doing so well in the Europa League. But let's see the standings for the Europa League, looking at where Arsenal are placed at this time after they've gone with a clean record. So they've got 12 points with 4 games played, 4 wins, no loss, no draw. Of course, 6-goal difference over there, standing on top of the table in Group A. PSV Eindhoven, of course, are behind them with 7 points. Bodo Glimt with 4 points, and FC Zurich have got no points there after 11-goal difference, minus 11-goal difference over there. But let's move away from that and tell you what's happening at the Old Trafford. So it's all about Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo in the game against Tottenham, he had done some misconduct over there, walking out of the pitch even before the final whistle, and also having to train alone before the Tottenham game, the warm-up session for the players. Now, Cristiano Ronaldo has been banished from the Manchester United first team and also omitted from the squad at the upcoming for Chelsea after refusing to come on as a substitute against Spurs. United won 2-0 at Old Trafford on Wednesday night through goals from Fred and Bruno Fernandes. But the fine performance was overshadowed by Ronaldo's antics. The 5-time Ballon d'Or winner stomped down the tunnel wearing his arranged beep before the final whistle was blown. It since emerged that Ronaldo, having been dropped from the draw with Newcastle, refused to come on from the bench and then left the stadium completely as opposed to heading back to the dressing room. And in response, United had to come down hard on Ronaldo, who will not be part of the travelling squad to next game and is expected to train alone. Now, this was the response coming from Cristiano Ronaldo. This response here, of course, Ronaldo did not show any remorse. He just said, I'm still with the team and I'm going to do what's best for the team. Now, they say when a player is greater than the club or even the coach, of course, the player is shown the exit door. At this time, it's only Sir Alex Ferguson that will give us what's up with Cristiano Ronaldo. Does he want to leave or stay? But that was the response from Cristiano Ronaldo's verified Instagram handle. All right, Osa, I should get your reaction from here. This is a player that you guys celebrate so much. And coming up with this behavior, he's 37-year-old. And at this time, a lot of fans feel that Ronaldo wants validation at his age. Do you think he needs this validation?
I don't necessarily think it's validation. I think at the stage that he is currently, it really should be about ensuring that the team is successful and understanding that. And I think, to be honest, I think he's been very, very, very well behaved. A lot of times you would expect that he would play and he's never brought on, and he doesn't, take anything, to it. There are other players, I'm sure that, if it was a Balotelli or random other players, they will have revolted a long time ago. He has really just kept it to himself all this while. He probably has been frustrated on the inside, but he's kept it to himself all the while. One thing, I feel like he should know is, and one thing that I think he's doing is just ensuring that the team is successful, regardless whether he gets to play or not.
I should make comparison with Lionel Messi. Now, Lionel Messi joined up with Paris Saint-Germain, and Lionel Messi has been left to only provide assists because he knew that he's into a club where they've got 2 fire squad players, that is Kylian Mbappe and Neymar. And Lionel Messi has been satisfied with that, having to comport himself.
But you will agree.
Ronaldo wants something different. Now, he's in a club that's got also ammunitions in front. No. Come on, if the coach doesn't want to play you.
This is where I think it's different. This is where I think it's different.
Okay.
Lionel Messi, I get it. He's understood that the details are different with the club that he currently is in, and so he will have to provide only assists, which is fine. Ronaldo, of course, has not been in his best form. I think he also knows that. The challenge that I have with the last game was that he was going to be brought on in the 87th minute.
Yes.
For what? I mean, if you're bringing him in to provide assist or to just support the team, that's different.
But
what's he coming in on 87 minutes for?
Thank you, Olive. Do you have to
I think it has
do
been,
this? Do you have to walk out? Now, Ronaldo did not just walk out. He drove out of the stadium. He went out totally.
I get all of that, and he was wrong. I'm 100% agree that he was wrong and deserves to be punished. But you also need to understand it from his perspective. It was back-to-back disrespect. If you're bringing him in at 87 minutes,
are we talking about? The coach is saying that he only respects Ronaldo. I will not bring in a game that he knows that Ronaldo will not make an impact.
But how much
so what's going to do in the 87 minutes?
Towards the end of the game? Another thing Onye would be like, I mean, if we were to look at from the other aspect, just like Osage had said, yes, it's been a constant disrespect. Do you think that he probably should have had this conversation after the game, off the pitch, without showing it to the world? I mean, it's easier said than done, yes.
You should lead by example. You should lead by example. You're 37. Come on, the most experienced player, the most senior player over there, and you should lead by example. You shouldn't want the likes of Rashford taking up this attitude. Come on, driving out of the stadium.
Once again,
going to the dressing room.
Once again, I 100% agree that he shouldn't have walked off, and he should be punished for it. But you also need to understand where he is coming from.
Okay, we'll wait and see what the outcome will be. But he has been left out of that squad going to Chelsea.
It's not like he was going to play in the Chelsea game.
They'll probably bring
him on the 89th minute.
All right. What's happening with Tyson Fury?
For Tyson Fury, now we're beginning to, I think there's a shaky decision over here. He said he's retired due to pressure from his wife. But at this time, Tyson Fury insists he's back for good and that he has officially ended his retirement after months of speculations about his fighting future. Now, the WBC heavyweight champion claimed he's done with boxing after knocking out Dillian Whyte at the Wembley Stadium back in April. But after flirting with the comebacks ever since, Fury has officially announced a trilogy fight with Derek Chisora, which will take place at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London on December 3. Now, unlike most fighters, the Gypsy King insists that he is not returning for one final paycheck, and he's planning to fight on for so long, maybe 10 fights to come before he retires. Now, they say that when you announce retirement without having been convinced, this is what is happening to Tyson Fury over here. Now, he has picked up a fight for December 3, which he would have had with Anthony Joshua, but Derek Chisora, who is the manager of Anthony Joshua, is now coming in as a replacement to fight Tyson Fury on the same date. Now, Derek Chisora has fought Fury 2 times, 2011 and 2014, and in those encounters, Tyson Fury had the last laugh. He dominated the bout. He defeated Derek Chisora, having to knock him out in the second one. So what's going to happen in this trilogy? Oh, when you talk about trilogy and a boxer, of course, you know that Tyson Fury will be in that picture. All right, that's sport update at this time. Sir Olive, back to you. I'll be waiting to get more reactions about Cristiano Ronaldo.
We are just spoken about Colonel Kaine Rugaba in Kenya, and it just feels like they're at the same thing. Say one thing today, say another thing tomorrow. But welcome back to him. Thank you so much, Onye, for sharing with us sports updates.
We'll continue our Ronaldo discussion after the show.
All right.
Yes, of course.